So this was me 2.5 years ago. In this picture, I was 170 pounds and I was struggling to lose weight. I was barely eating like 1,300, 1,400 calories a day, doing intermittent fasting, eating one meal a day, really struggling to lose weight. And I hated myself, okay? I was doing everything, carnivore, keto, nothing was working, okay? The stubborn fat just wouldn't come off. And this is me at 145 pounds last year in September, eating close to 2,000 calories a day, just maintaining my body weight, not being dogmatic about food, eating a wider variety of foods without worrying if it was keto or carnivore or following any of those fad diets. In this picture right here, I had damaged my metabolism through years and years of yo-yo dieting, going on severe calorie restrictive diets, eating 1,200, 1,300 calories, doing alternate day fasting, all of that stuff, until my metabolism got completely destroyed, and even eating at a significant calorie deficit, stopped yielding any results because I was desperate to lose weight. And I hated myself. I hated the way I looked, and I wanted to get rid of all of the fat as quickly as possible. But that was only a temporary solution. And I kept going back and forth between 140 and 170 pounds. But no matter how much I tried, I just couldn't keep the weight off. And I always kept bouncing back to this weight of 170 pounds. So now you might ask what I did to actually lose the weight and maintain it. So here's what I did. I did something called reverse dieting, where you eat at a calorie surplus. And this was scary to me because I thought I'm going to gain weight and I'm going to get even more fatter. I was already at 165, 170 pounds. But I had to swallow my ego and let go of the fear and focus on recovering my metabolism. So I ate a whole foods diet like a regular person, 3 meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I didn't count calories, okay? I just stuck to high protein, whole foods, fruits, and vegetables. And over time, the weight gradually began to come off. So when I started nourishing my body with whole foods, my body had no choice but to let go of some of the fat. And very soon I found myself at 165 pounds, then at 160 pounds. And then I maintained that 160 pounds for a few months because I didn't want to lose the weight too fast. And after a few months of maintaining 160 pounds, that was when I started going on a calorie deficit once again. And this time my body responded so well. The rest of the weight just came off naturally as part of that deficit. And once I reached my goal weight, I began to increase my calories again so that my body goes into somewhat of a maintenance mode and my metabolism gets to recover. So if you're someone who has been obsessed with losing weight and you're finding no matter how less you eat or how much you exercise, your body just won't let go of that stubborn body fat, it's probably because you've been at a severe calorie deficit for a long, long time. And you need to go on something called a reverse diet to help your metabolism recover. The most important thing that I didn't touch on in this video is the self-talk. Okay, you gotta be kind to your body and you gotta whisper sweet things to your body. You cannot tell yourself that you have a slow metabolism, and you can't look at yourself with so much self-hate and self-loathing and feeling like you're unworthy or you're feeling like you're lesser than other people. Because your body is going to listen to that. Okay? Every cell in your body is listening to your thoughts and is going to behave and reflect to you whatever it is that you believe. So keep that in mind.